Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today, spring training action from the Cactus League between the Oakland A's and the White Sox. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. D-Row, daytime road game for him. What you got?
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark, you got a cup of coffee in your hand, you look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. You're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes one grain on that bat and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
Miguel Gonzalez, the right-hander from Mexico, gets the ball here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Miguel Gonzalez coming on to pitch right now. 3-pitch guy, but his best pitch is the split finger. He needs to have that pitch. 88 to 91 miles an hour, but if he has that good split finger, he'll throw it both to righties and to lefties. And if he has the good one, it makes that 88 to 89 look 95 to 96. He needs the split finger to be effective.
Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today. And, guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
So digging in now, Steve Lombardozzi. He will lead this one off today. First offering on its way. And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Way in front of that fastball. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. It'll be a leadoff single. So a good start to the inning for the A's as their leadoff hitter reaches base safely.
The mark of a great pitcher is the ability to put people away when you have 2 strikes on him. He wasn't able to do it to start the game. Let's see if he makes the adjustment.
Here's Jed Lowry now, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. In prior meetings with Miguel Gonzalez, he's just 1 for 6. 1-0 count. Here it is. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Garcia arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Stephen Piscotty.
Standing in, Stephen Piscotty. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Row, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
1 strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. Takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. on the ground towards short. Backhanded. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there.
You know, D-Rose, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second. And guess what? He bought his battery made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there. It was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender thought he still had a chance at second. Wasn't meant to be.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball one. In prior meetings with Miguel Gonzalez, he's 1 for 3. Oh, in trouble lurking now. He's got it to 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick, because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
2-1 to the A's first baseman. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. Castillo shading to his right. And that'll put an end to the inning as he brings it down on the warning track. So they get to him for a couple of hits in the inning here, but they've got nothing to show for it. A's nothing. White Sox coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, the guy to watch has to be Jose Abreu. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat, clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Chris Bassett gets the ball for Oakland in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And manning the hot corner today is a guy with one of the quickest reactions in the game. That's it at third base. A step and a dive, a little bit of range, but you better be reacting, and you better be able to have some serious hands and a strong arm to get it over to first. And he checks all the boxes.
First pitch of the at-bat. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0. And this is on the ground for Lowry at short. Scooped up. Throw by Lowry, and there's the first out.
Batting second baseman, Yoan Moncada.
So striding forward now, Yoan Moncada. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hitting.
Abreu.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. Abreu has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins. I think the whole ballpark knew he was going to go with the sinker right there to induce the double play. The only problem is he can't guarantee it's going to be hit right at one of his infielders. Tough luck.
So here is Avisaíl Garcia. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo, as he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball one.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself at bad counts.
The 1-0 is a curveball taken low for a ball. Moncada, the runner at third. Abreu over at second. Garcia at first. One gone. Swing and a miss. 2-1.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
Oh, textbook slider there, and he's back at even 2-2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn 1 pitch into an ending double play.
1 run scores, and that'll get over the wall, in fact, so 2 runs will score, but not the third.
With the sacks full right there, it's kind of unfortunate to hit the ball that well and see it bounce over the wall for a ground rule double. All 3 runs might have scored if that ball stayed in the ballpark. Instead, they'll have to just settle for 2 for right now.
Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. The relay to second now, but he's safe as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Well, this doesn't have the makings of a start he's going to be proud of, does it? He's getting absolutely pounded here in the first inning, and I would think they're not going to let this go on for much longer.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. Hit out towards second. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting 8th, left fielder, Leury Garcia.
Standing in, Leury Garcia. And the White Sox looking for more here in the game's opening frame. First offering on its way. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. Now a 5-0 lead.
Boy, Dero, that's awful scary from a pitcher's standpoint, but what's it feel like when you hit one as a hitter that you know is going right at a pitcher?
Yeah, it's scary from the offensive standpoint as well. You know, you're taught to hit it right back where it came from, but those moments right there make you cringe as you're coming out of the box. We got lucky with that.
Stepping in now, Yomer Sanchez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2. Sanchez, a 25-year-old, manning the hot corner down at third in today's game, although he's primarily considered a second baseman.
You know, this is an interesting one. I'd be interested in two things here. A, is he still using the glove that he uses at second base? And B, does he have enough arm strength to go over to third base? Because until you go backhand on that left side of the infield and turn and burn and throw to first, you have no idea the difference in arm strength that it takes to man that position as opposed to second.
Curveball, and he thought it was strike 2. Instead, it goes to 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there, pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
The 3-1 pitch. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Hard liner to center field. A dive, but it'll get past him out in center, and this could roll till tomorrow. And he's in safely at third. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Yeah, you want to applaud the effort as he sells out for it, but the smarter move would have been to take a deeper angle and cut the ball off. He does that, and the runner probably doesn't score from first. On the flip side, great piece of hitting right there.
And Charlie Tilson now comes forward. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. So a great inning there as they bat around to score 6 times to open up the lead. Second inning upcoming here at Grand Old Crosley Field. It's the White Sox 6 and the A's nothing. Here's Matt Joyce now. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. Joyce around first. He'll head for second now. And he's got himself a leadoff double to begin the second. Well, fans love a lot of offense, and that's what they're getting here, Dan.
You said it, Matty. That's 10 hits in this game between the two teams already. Got to tell you, as a pitcher, this is a little painful for me to watch.
Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Joyce leads off second with nobody out. A bouncer to the left side. Sanchez is up with it, and that's the first out.
Batting 8, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Ready now, Matt Chapman. First delivery to him on the way. And this is fouled at the plate. 1 out and a runner on second base. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1. but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Garcia coming on. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Batting ninth, the catcher, number 13, Bruce Maxwell.
So striding in, Bruce Maxwell, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat. A high fastball is in there. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The next 0-2. Popped him up. Anderson is under it, and that ends the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and the White Sox are out in front 6-0. Stepping into the box, Yoan Moncada. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Lowry's got it, and that's out number 1.
The first baseman, number 79, Jose Abreu.
Into the box now, Jose Abreu. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. He's able to take the ball the other way here. High and deep to right center. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Right fielder, Avisail Garcia.
Digging in to try it again, Avisail Garcia. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit out towards second. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So that keeps the bottom of the second going.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hit. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Into the box, Wellington Castillo. Castillo swings, and this is hit very well to left field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. Garcia blows through the stop sign, headed for home. And he can't get back to third. A blunder there rounding the bags, and the inning is over. So nothing doing here after the 6-run outburst the inning before. We played 2 full. It's the White Sox 6 and the A's nothing. Stepping in, Steve Lombardozzi. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Again, he sends it out of play. Ready with another 0-2. And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more. Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Misses. That's ball one.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. One out.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Standing in now, Jed Lowry. As with one away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
The 1-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. One out, nobody on. Lifted in the air out to left, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, designated hitter, Stephen Piscotty.
Stepping in, Stephen Piscotty. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. High in the air and deep to left center field. Tilson racing back to the track, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall, and he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Any hitter will tell you that a shot like that just feels different. It sounds different off the bat. See his arms get extended, right arm tucked up against his body, barrel the bat all over the ball, and he smokes it right off the wall at left center. A little more hang time, and that one probably gets out of here.
Here's Chris Davis now, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach at 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
Takes this the other way to right, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More Cactus League action coming your way after this. Digging in, Nicky Delmonico. He cashed in with a 2-run double his first trip to the plate.
Designated hitter, Nicky Delmonico.
Here comes the first pitch. And it's fouled away. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Digging in, Tim Anderson. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's set. Here it comes. Skied into straightaway right. Chasing after it is Joyce. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Leury Garcia.
Striding into the box, Leury Garcia. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard on the ground to second. Played on the backhand. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out. And a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. White Sox down on just 4 pitches. They lead it 6-zip. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
1-1.
And it's belted high and deep into right center. Tilson looks up. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot that time for Matt Olson, and they're on the board at 6-1.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
Here's Matt Joyce now.
Right fielder, Matt.
As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Joyce is 6'2" and bats left, but throws right-handed. He was a 12th round selection back in 2005.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Base is empty here with nobody out. Another 0-2 home. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Moncada fields it cleanly. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
The catcher, number 13.
Here's the German-born catcher Bruce Maxwell. From the stretch. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Maxwell, a 27-year-old. He was taken in the second round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
This one's down to third, and that's through, a base hit. And they show a little life here as the lead shrinks to 6-2 now.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. Two-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, D-Row, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, in today's day and age where everyone's looking to go deep and can go deep, not many guys have a legitimate two-strike approach. This is one of those players, and that's exactly what he did. Shortened his stroke a little bit, didn't try and do too much, and came through for the team.
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Jed Lowry.
Here's Jed Lowry now. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Right side, hit hard. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try to work their way back into this one.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Would have been a grand slam. Instead, it's a foul ball. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Garcia has a read on it, makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And they'll get a bit closer on the sac fly as they trim the deficit to 2 now.
Usually when you score a lot of runs in one inning, like this inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this? A sac fly to drive in another run. They have to be happy with this.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Chris Davis. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. First delivery to him on the way. And that misses low and away, ball 1.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He can put 3 runs on the board in a hurry. So expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
2-0 the count to the A's left fielder.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
A strike, and it's 2-1. Count even at 2-2.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, D-Roy. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job and a run batted in.
Into the box now, Matt Olson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
It might be time for this guy to start mixing his pitches up a little bit better. He's pitching poorly, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage at over 70%. This team batting has a pretty good idea what his game plan is.
Popped him up. Abreu over to his right. And that's the 3rd out. So the deficit has been cut here as 5 runs have made this a ball game again. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the White Sox 6 and the A's 5. Andrew Triggs is out from the bullpen now as he'll work in his 3rd game so far this spring. At the plate, Yolmer Sanchez. It was an RBI triple for him in his first at-bat.
Third baseman, Carlos Sanchez.
First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Now batting, center fielder,
And Charlie Tilson now comes forward.
Wilson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Hit out towards second. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Yoan Moncada.
Into the box, Yoan Moncada. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit high and deep to left field. Davis going back at the track, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Well, he's certainly not shy, is he? He goes up there looking to be aggressive and takes a big rip right here. Squares it up and lines it for a double that goes all the way to the wall. Great work out of him.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. 1-0 the count. Both teams with an even 10 hits in the ballgame. Grounded back up the middle. Gloved by Lowry. Throw in time and the side is retired. A man left for the White Sox as it remains a 6-5 ball game. Next up for the A's, Matt Joyce. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. It's fair to say that early on at least the runs have come in bunches here this afternoon. A high scoring affair thus far, and we're only in the 5th inning. Ready once again, Dustin Fowler, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Boy, good fight on the slider, and it just missed inside.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
A ball and a strike. Five runs, 10 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2's the count.
Another 2-2 offering. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked him up completely with that one.
In now, Matt Chapman. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Skied into straightaway right. Garcia has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. This one remains close. It's 6-5. Jarrell Cotton, the 5'11" right-handed reliever, enters to take over on the mound now. So here is Avisail Garcia. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Right fielder, Avisail Garcia.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. windup and the 1-0 pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 1-1. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Here comes the first pitch. Looking to bunt here, but he can't connect, and that's the first strike.
Hey, here's where he steps out a second, collects his thoughts, and tries to get a pitch over the heart of the plate that he knows he can get down.
Comes set with the 0-1. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And that's going to move that runner into scoring position now.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
Garcia stands at second with no outs. One and two to the White Sox catcher. A little low. It's 2-2.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Working for the punch out and the offering, and there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
This would be an absolute terrible start to the inning. After drilling the first guy, you can't allow the second guy to reach base via the wall.
3-2 pitch. Line toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
And that's an ideal start to the inning right here. The leadoff man strokes a double, and the next guy comes up and swaps places with him, chasing his partner home. Could be a big inning.
Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. And this will be swept away in foul territory, and we'll see if they try the bunt again. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Now a bunt attempt here. And he'll just put it in his pocket. It's an infield single. A tag for one.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Tim Anderson.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First delivery to him on the way. High and deep to right. Back goes Joyce. Still ranging back. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as they open up a 4-run lead.
When this one left the bat, I thought it was going to be an easy out to right, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and the right fielder gave it a great effort and almost brought it back, but no dice.
Stepping in now, Leury Garcia. As he takes a cold strike on the black, it's 0-1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Davis is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Carlos Sanchez.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yolmer Sanchez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now, with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great elevated fastball with serious velocity.
0-2. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. Through 5 innings, it's the White Sox 9 and the A's 5. Ready for another chance? Bruce Maxwell. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Count even now at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Up next for Oakland, second baseman, Steve Lombardozzi.
So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Steve Lombardozzi. He's 2 for 3. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball just a bit up. 5 runs, 10 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Garcia on the move. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Up next for Oakland, shortstop, Jed Lowry.
Now batting, Jed Lowry. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. They could use a good cup of ambition. It's 9-5. Daniel Gossett enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 48, Daniel Gossett.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Charlie Tilson. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Charlie Tilson.
First pitch coming, here it is. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Lombardozzi has it, and the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And there's one away.
He tried the surprise attack there with a bunt with a runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
Stepping into the box, Jose Abreu. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set, and the pitch. A little bouncer. That rolls foul for strike 1. Weak grounder back to the mound. And there are 2 away now. Riding in once again, Avisail Garcia. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. And it's 0-2 to Avisail Garcia. Line drive to center field. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch to end the inning. Fine sliding catch here will take us to break. We're back to Arizona and spring training baseball after this. Back here at Crosley Field in Cincinnati. White Sox on top in this one, but before we get out to the 7th, let's take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Mark Hanna is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Mark Hanna.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
1-1.
1-1. Line to the right side. And there's a base hit, so a good job off the bench to get him started here in the 7th.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Luke Powell come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. A runner at first with no outs here. Liner toward right center. This will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
Now batting, first baseman, Matt Olson.
Marcus Semien will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning. In there at the knees, strike one. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning. So he's through the 6th here with one out, and Mark DeRosa, so far so good, a pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here for the manager if he's going to continue to ride this hot hand or if he's going to go to the bullpen.
Now batting, right fielder.
Franklin Barreto will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. And now time is called and the reliever is warm out there. Carlos Rodon will come on and get some work as he makes his 2nd appearance so far this spring. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Kenna leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. The 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Swing and a soft liner, and he'll just step on second for the force, and that'll do it for this half inning. The A's strand 1. They could use a good cup of ambition. It's 9-5. Brooke Powell will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field, number 3.
Ryan Dull gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 66, Ryan Dull.
Renato Nunez is into the game as well, as he's the new first baseman. Chad Pinder is into the ball game as well, as he takes over out in right. Digging in once again, Wellington Castillo. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate. From the stretch, here's the pitch. High and deep to right center. Fowler is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Nicky Delmonico.
Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Hit hard back up the middle. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Tim Anderson will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. First delivery to him on the way. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. Nothing in 1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down the way.
Here's the 0-2. Line drive to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Good work in a pitcher's count to get on base and keep the inning alive.
Now batting.
That's why I always said, Dan, there's no justice in this game. This guy watches 2 pitches over the heart of the plate and then gets a knock on a ball way out of the zone.
Boy, you said it. There's no justice in baseball, Dero. It's just us. Takes 2 pitches right down the middle and then swings at one off the plate.
Standing in now, Leury Garcia. Lowry on the move. He has it. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Third baseman, number 5, Carlos Sanchez.
Stepping up to the plate, Yomer Sanchez looking to make it 3 straight 2-out hits here. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch bang.
Whoa, he looks a little frustrated out there, and I don't blame him. He gives up a couple of hits early inning, and then he plunks this guy. He's fighting himself a little bit, so they might want to head out to the mound and try to calm him down.
And Charlie Tilson now comes forward as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. This is lined into left field, and he delivers a big base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. And now they've got the runner caught in the hot box as he thought about going home. And they will slap the tag on him heading back to third as he really got stuck out there, and the inning is over. White Sox pick up just the 1. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the White Sox 10 and the A's 5. Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Well, the pitcher can claim that that one slipped all he wants, but that looked intentional to me. He goes with the heater up and in and absolutely drills him. That's dangerous, and I'm surprised that the ump appears to be letting it go.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. As he can't make contact and is tied up here at strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. A good afternoon of spring training baseball thus far as you get a look there at our line score through the first 7. Striding in for Oakland, Bruce Maxwell. First pitch on its way. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
After that slider away, he must have set his sights out there because he took that fastball in like he had no chance.
Fowler, base runner at first with 1 out. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Steve Lombardozzi. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside. Here it comes, 1-0. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. A runner on first with 2 away. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Garcia. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
It's a nice job by the batter right there. Able to fight off a high fastball and slap it the other way for a single.
Here's Jed Lowry now, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Anderson is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. A's strand a couple. They've got some work to do. It's 10-5. Yusmeiro Petit is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 36, Yusmeiro Petit.
Now at the plate, Yoan Moncada. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his last trip.
Second baseman, Yoan Moncada.
First delivery to him on the way. Here's a strike. Oh and 1. Here it comes. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that leadoff base hit means considerable speed aboard to start out the inning.
Well, that's a crazy at bat right there. Takes 2 pitches, 2 quality pitches, then gets a third one, and he hits a bullet for a single.
I can't tell you how good that feels as a former hitter right there. 0-2, you're pretty much dead to rights, and he comes through with a big knock.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. Into center field, line drive base hit. Long throw to third, and he is in there.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
So here is Avisaíl Garcia as he rips it on the ground to second. Lowry back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
It certainly looked like they might have had a big inning cooking there with first and third and no outs, but the double play kind of kills it. They did get the run in, but the batter doesn't get credit for an RBI.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there. It's strike one. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to step out of the box, clear your head, and just fight.
There's a drive out toward the gap in left center. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
I think they're way past due changing their approach to this guy. Whatever they're doing strategy-wise, it's not working. That's his 3rd double of the game, so he's feeling pretty good at this one.
Into the box now, Nicky Delmonico, as he swings and lifts a pop-up out behind short. And the catch made here by Lowry, and that ends the inning. White Sox pick up just the 1. We've played 8 full. It's the White Sox 11 and the A's 5. Jake Smolinski is going to pinch hit here to lead off the 9th, and with his club already well down, he'll just need to try and get on base here. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. Now a foul tip straight into the catcher's glove, and he's able to hang on to record the first out of the inning. A reminder to stick around at the conclusion of the ball game this afternoon, as we'll get you full highlights of today's contest right here on the show. Josh Phegley will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Line drive to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
The first baseman, number 22, Renato Nunez.
At the plate, Renato Nunez. He's set. Here it comes. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
Here's the 0-2. And a fastball flew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. Now he extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. And it's a foul ball. Phegley, the runner at first with 2 gone. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. And now Now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. And the 2-1. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet.
Get off me, ball. That ball's way too far inside. He's got to step out of the box right now.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came out absolutely banging the ball around and took that great start to another notch in the win column.
11-5, the final tally in this one. Chicago came out swinging with a huge first inning that really set them up well. Miguel Gonzalez takes home the win. Chris Bassett struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Final night start this afternoon. First